Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining my channel. My name is Rocky, and if you're new to my channel, this is where we talk about fashion, lifestyle right here in my city of Chicago, and typically just a little bit of beauty. Although today's video is all about beauty, let's get right into it. So I'm actually going to start with the thing that I'm most excited about. So I love fragrance, and you all know that you've been watching my fragrance journey. At work, I'm in a little group called Fragrance Lovers, or Fragrances, I think it's called. And all we do is talk about fragrance, talk about what's dropped, what fragrance we're wearing today, what we're loving, what's in our trays, all the different things. And so because we're all so, such fragrance enthusiasts, we decide and we assume everyone has a really big collection. Collections flux. They go up, they go down, you declutter, you buy new things. And we thought, let's create a way for us to buy, sell, trade the fragrances that we are looking for or trying to declutter. And we did just that. I have a ton of them on the list that I'm trying to declutter, but I already made a purchase. Turns out there's a gentleman in the group whose wife works for the company that makes Maison Francis Kurkdjian fragrances. So all the things in that fragrance house she has access to at a discounted price or even for free. So I immediately snapped up one that I had been pining over for a really long time, but just didn't want to pay full price. And even when I do find it at a discount, I don't think the discount is deep enough. So I was able to get this one for about 40% off of retail, and it's brand new, obviously not used. She has several of each fragrance, right? So, but it's in the sample package, and you've seen me haul fragrances from the gray market that are sample bottles, so they don't come in the packaging that you see at the store, but it's the fragrance nonetheless. Here's what I got. I picked up, so it comes in, and again, the sample box. I don't know if you can read that, if it's focusing for you, but I picked up MFK's A La Rose EDP, the gold, and okay, so it doesn't want to focus, but you get the gist of what the packaging looks like. So let me open it and share it with you, what it looks like, and we're gonna smell it together because I haven't even opened it. This is what it looks like. If you know anything about MFK's fragrances, you might recognize this. Okay, so this doesn't want to focus. Is it focusing? Yes. Oh, it's just in and out. It's doing what it wants to do. There it is. So this one is the MFK A La Rose EDP Gold, because there's a gold and a silver one. And the silver ones are the masculine fragrances, even though technically all of them are unisex, but they do have some that will say pour homme or le homme on there, which means man. Anybody can really wear them. And then on the inside here, you can see the little rose. I first sampled this, I want to say maybe back in 2020 or 2021. My girlfriend sent me 3 travel sizes, this little travel size kit of this particular fragrance because I was loving rose, and she said, you haven't smelled a rose fragrance until you smelled this one. I'm like, whatever. So she surprisingly just sent it to me in the mail, and I think 1 or 2 of the vials came broken. So she got a full credit for it. I was able to keep the fragrance, and it didn't cost anybody anything. I guess it cost her the shipping. But I was in love with that fragrance when I got it. This one, I tell you, is such a fun, fresh, youthful rose. It's not a jammy sweet. It's a literal rose with all of the notes and facets. You have the petals, you have the pollen, you have the stem, you have the leaves, you have the thorns, you have the dirt. You smell it all in this fragrance. And I think that this is such a complex and beautiful rose fragrance. She wasn't wrong. You haven't smelled a rose fragrance until you've smelled this one. Now, since then, I've hauled a whole lot of them that I absolutely love, and love just as much as this. They're all different. Not all roses are created equally, but I absolutely love this fragrance. I'm so glad to finally have this in my collection. So just in case you're curious what the packaging should have looked like, it looks like this when you buy an MFK fragrance. It has the gold top or silver, I think, depending on which one you buy, if it's a gold or silver. And then this is what it looks like. The box is like a slight pale purpley pinky box with gold or silver writing on it when you buy it. So this one is, obviously you can see, maybe you saw the writing. I don't know if it focused or not. This is my, oh look, you can see the dent in this one. This is my Gentle Fluidity Gold. And the dent in here is crazy. And my juice is so beautiful and dark. When I got it, it was like light like this when I first got this. Now the juice is so just dark and beautiful, which means it's even smells better. What makes it turn dark like this is the maturity of the vanilla because any fragrance that has vanillas in them will turn dark over time. So it macerates and matures and it gets darker and makes your juice even more strong and potent and beautiful. So anyway, I am super excited to finally have this one in my collection. I wanted to start with this one because of my excitement. Now, what also made this really, really cool is because, like I said, his wife works for a fashion house. He has a bunch of samples. So he sent me along some samples. He sent me a sample of Kirky, which I never really got into Kirky because it just smelled very juvenile to me. But then again, I did get my nose on it in winter. I'm finding now that fragrances that are fruity and playful actually wear well on my skin during summer. I've always been turned off by, I always say that to you. I don't want to smell like food. I don't like gourmands, but I feel like there's a time and a place. Like, I think I could do like chocolates and not chocolate. I don't like chocolate. Chocolate fragrance. Vanillas and tonka beans and my ambers and things in like cold months. And then my fruity, fresh citrus ones in summer. I feel like, did I just say the wrong thing? Winter for vanillas and things like that. And then fruities and things like that for summer. I'm feeling like that might be the case. So what I'm going to do is try this. I'm going to go ahead and try this in summer. It says Kirky with its fruity, musky notes encourages us to see life in color and to be filled with wonder again. So super playful. Anyway, then the other one he gave me was Apom Gold. There's an Apom Gold and Silver for both men and women. So this one I don't think I remember. I think I remember that I did not like Apom. It's a re-release of an older MFK fragrance. And I think it has white florals in it, so I think I'm going to declutter this. I'm not even going to spray it because I remember not liking this. Altair it's masculine leaning to me, but I do like it for fall and winter. It says a blend of citrus spices leading to a sweet vanilla heart and a base of warm and woody notes. So what I described to you, doesn't it sound cozy and winter-like? So I think I'm going to hold on to this and save this one for myself. And then lastly, he sent Rose Star from Dior. And is that focusing? Yeah. I think that I remember liking this. I will have to look at my notes on my phone because I do track when I do get my nose on something, whether I liked it or not. And I remember that when this launched and my going out to go smell this. And I think I smelled this when I was at Harrods in London. So I think I'm going to just get rid of Apom, but I thought that was such a nice touch. Like when you're buying person to person, you just get the fragrance, you get what you buy, what you ask for. To get the samples in on top of that was really, really a nice touch. So let me get on with the rest of the beauty things. I think we have a lot to talk about. I'm going to start with something that I haven't hauled in a while. And that is going to be, and I'll show you the box here, Olaplex. I haven't gotten Olaplex. I used to get Olaplex Formula 0 and 3 and wear them together to kind of like promote strengthening my hair. And I haven't, and I wasn't overly, so in my head, I thought that Olaplex may have been causing me to lose my hair, but later I found out that it was my low iron. When I first started using Olaplex, I thought it was God's gift to hair. It was making my hair feel great. I felt like my hair was growing, and it was, I even have like pictures of like how my hair was just so gorgeous, and I had been using Olaplex, and I thought that was one of the things that helped it, as well as Mael's rosemary mint scalp oil. And I was using both, and my hair was flourishing. And then when my hair started falling out, and I was hearing all of these news outlets say that those things have lawsuits against them because their people's hair has been falling out, I thought it was those things that caused my hair to fall out. But it turned out, like, I blamed everything. I blamed all kinds of things for the reason my hair was falling out. But it turned out it was low iron. Now that I'm back on a hair growth journey and I know the things that work, I thought I'd give Olaplex another shot. They were having a really big sale on their website, something I've never seen before. 25% off the entire website. So I decided to dabble in some things that I hadn't tried before from them, and then just kind of like see what happens from there. So I run out of really good, shampoo and conditioner. They came out with a brand new formula of Olaplex 4 and 5, but Olaplex 4 and 5 for curly hair, and that is new for them. So if you're looking at, again, I don't co-sign or advocate for or recommend any products until I try them and say that they're good. So I will say I'm excited to have these and excited to try it, but don't go out and buy it yet unless you're risky. Let me try it first and I'll tell you if it works on curly hair or not. But I got these two. Then I also got the number 6, which is a bonding and smoothing serum or formula. A bond smoother leave-in treatment adds moisture, strengthens, and reduces frizz for up to 72 hours. So I need something like this. I already have something from Aveda that I really like, but I'm just trying something new because I'm trying like the whole system kind of a thing. Then I've also tried Olaplex number 7 in the past, which is a sealing oil. I absolutely love how this treats my hair. So I thought I'd give this another shot. So I got the 4, 5, 6, and 7, y'all. I'm doing all kinds of things here. And then out of sequence, I think this might have been a free gift with purchase, but you had options to get different things. So this one is Olaplex number 10. It's a Bond Shaper Curl Defining Gel. And we'll have to see what this does. I do have gel already ready from Aveda. But I don't know. I don't know what this is intended to do. This is, you know, what it looks like, a little tube here. Nothing wants to focus today. But yeah. Oh, found one more thing in the box. I don't know how they have more than one number 5. But this one's the Olaplex number 5 leave-in. It's Moisture and Mend leave-in conditioner. You do it after shampooing. But this is what that looks like. We'll see how this all works. Again, I don't know enough about these in particular to say go get it or not go get it, but the 0 and 3, when I was using them, they weren't tailored towards curly hair, straight hair, or whatever. They were just hair, getting your hair right. I felt like it was getting my hair right, and then I started, you know, things started getting in my head with all the news stories, and then the fact that my hair was falling out for whatever reason at the time I didn't know. The verdict is still out. And let's go on to the next thing. All right. Lastly, you just saw me haul from them not too long ago, but they had a site-wide sale with a whole bunch of freebies that they were giving away. But this is from Paula's Choice. Again, I'm a living testimony about how great these products are. Like I said, my skin did a complete 180 during the pandemic. I decided to focus on fixing my skin. My skin was horrific. I had cystic acne, a bunch of scarring, wrinkles, dry skin, oily skin, all the things at the same time. And I was able to turn my skin around mainly because of some of, the products from Paula's Choice. And since then, I've been testing all kinds of things from them, and I love everything that they have. So what got me down this rabbit hole is the last time I purchased from them, they gave me a sample of this Pro-Collagen Peptide Moisturizer. Absolutely loved it and was like, okay, since they're having a sale, I might as well go get me a bottle of this. Well, with any purchase, they were giving this away as a free giveaway. So I purchased 3 things to meet the free shipping and to get a whole bunch of free items. So I got the Retinaldehyde Dual-Retinoid Treatment. So I always use a retinoid on my skin in the evening. Well, not always. I have a whole system where every night I do something different, and this is a part of that process. I also got another bottle of the Youth Extending Daily Fluid Hydrating Fluid, which is my part of the way I moisturize my skin. I use this as my SPF. It has SPF 50 in there, but it also has some other good, yummy ingredients here. I use this along with the hydrating lotion from Aveda. So I put the 2 together, and that's my moisturizer. Whenever I'm done with all of the things that I put on my face, I seal it off with this and some this and my hydrating lotion from Aveda. Then I ran out of toner a long time ago. So this is Advanced Replenishing Toner. And so those are the 3 things that I actually purchased. And like I said, everything else that I'm going to say here was free. Plus 30% off of everything. So the Pro-Collagen Plumping, whatever, was the Pro-Collagen Peptide Plumping Moisturizer with 3 peptides. I also got a free 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant, which I have several bottles of this, but this is a nice little travel size. I usually do a limited skincare when I'm on the road, and I usually pay for that. My skin likes to be treated a certain way, and whenever I travel, I get off track, and my skin usually be like, I don't like this. So being able to have my things in travel size and being able to take everything with is awesome. So this I got in travel size. They also gave me the pore reducing toner, which I never travel with toner, which this will be great. They also gave me a 5% vitamin C sheer moisturizer. I don't, with 50%, with the 50 SPF on there. I usually don't travel with, I usually try to like make a little concoction of my lotion, my hydrating lotion, this SPF and rosehip oil in a little jar so I can take it with me. But it would be good to have like a little nice travel size of both the vitamin C serum as well as my SPF and moisturizer all in one. This is awesome. They also gave me a 1% retinol treatment with peptides and vitamin C, which is obviously small and like a nice little travel size. So that. They also gave me a weightless body treatment to 2% BHA. So you can use this on your back and chest as your exfoliant. And this doesn't want to focus, but I didn't even know that they had, I've never paid attention because I've always just focused on my face, but I didn't realize that they had body treatments at Paula Choice too, but it makes sense, right? They also gave me a journal. So I guess maybe to journal how I'm taking care of my skin, what I'm doing, but I can always use a notebook, but they gave me literally a Paula's Choice journal for free. And then they also gave me a page of stickers. And if you know, I absolutely love stickers. I probably won't use any of the ones that say Paula's Choice necessarily, but Glow Girl and these sparklies and things like that, I'm definitely going to put that on my laptop. Love that for me. Then lastly, something that's really cool. I don't know if you can, if this is focused enough where you can pause and scan it yourself as well. But let's see, there it is. This is an opportunity for you to join their fan club. And if you join their fan club, you could possibly win 2 tickets to see the FIFA World Cup. This goes from May 27th all the way to July 19th. So go ahead and check that out. And let me put that a little bit closer. Maybe if it focuses, you can go ahead and scan this too and get your opportunity to possibly win a ticket. I'm not going to scan it. I'm not interested in soccer like that to want tickets. And it's a headache. I got to get a flight. I got to get a hotel. But if you're already there, I think in Atlanta, I think they're doing it there. Go ahead. So that's the end of today's beauty haul. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I don't know if it inspires you to go check out anything yourself, but I'm super excited to dig into these new products that I haven't tried before. I am in, like I said, I am in my beauty bag and in my cute era because all of the things that I've been using have been working, and I'm really excited for that, and I want to share that with you. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Share this video if you liked it, and even if you didn't like it, share it anyway. Subscribe, thumbs up, all the things. Bye.
She's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky's just a fashion girl.